My name is Larry Sebranek, and I am a member of the National Federation of the Blind. And we're here on a picnic for the Treasure Valley chapter. And a little bit of my history. I was a dairy farmer for 21 years, during which time I did lose my vision totally. And so my father and I were farming together. And after the 21 years, and he was 75, he said, "I think we better retire." So he did. And at that point, I hadn't known another blind person, and I just was totally didn't know what is going to happen to me. And of course, I applied for Social Security disability, and my name got into the system. And in about 6 months, a rehab teacher showed up in my house, and she said, "Larry, you're 39 years old. What you going to do?" I said, "I have no idea." She said, "Well, you're living with your parents. What happens when they're not around?" I said, "Well, I was kind of thinking maybe I could live in my sister's basement." And she said, "Does your sister know this?" And of course, she didn't. Anyway, this rehab teacher was also a member of the National Federation of the Blind, and she introduced me to the federation. And she did things that which really impressed me. And matter of fact, she brought out a Braille book, and she said, "Larry, I want you to learn Braille." I learned grade 1 Braille in 6 weeks. I wanted to impress this woman.
She was a blind person?
Yeah, she was a blind person. She was a blind rehab teacher. And like I said, a member of the federation. Matter of fact, she was a officer in the state of Wisconsin affiliate. And she got me to go to state conventions and national convention. And the thing that really didn't impress me about the Federation was the Washington seminar. I went to my first Washington seminar, and I couldn't believe that this old dirt farmer could be sitting in a senator's office and he was listening to me. And of course, we were talking about our blind issues. And so then, of course, this rehab teacher and I got to be close friends. We did a little bit of dating, and then we actually did get married. And she made darn sure I was not a client at that point, because she could have gotten some real trouble with doing that. And we had a great life. I mean, she just taught me how to be a blind person, and that we could have fun, and we did have fun. We got to go on cruises, and we travel all over the world. And unfortunately, after 17 years, she passed away. She had some health issues, and after she did, I got we owned a house, and I got there, and it took me about 3 months to decide that I did not want to live alone. And so my first wife had a real good friend named Sue, and we started talking, and guess what? We got married. So if people are reluctant to get married, I got married for the first time at 46, and got married twice. So I think that's a good role model for anybody who think as a blind person that they're not worthy to be married. I think you are. So
Thank you very much.
Okay.